Hey guys, welcome back to this channel Motivation Insight. I guess you might already have an idea as of what this video will be. Yes, you guessed it right. It's about self motivation. So, let's see what is self motivation and also check out few examples which will help us understand in a better way as what is self motivation, and at the end we'll see the importance of self motivation in one's life. So, let's begin. You might already know that the best kind of motivation is self motivation. To demonstrate this point, let's consider two scenarios you have likely experienced. The first scenario is you have something you have to do, you're not really excited or passionate about it, but you know you need to get it done. This feeling of obligation motivates you to work hard to complete the task. And the second scenario is you have something you get to do. You're really interested in your task. You might have even assigned this task for yourself rather than receiving it from someone else. And you are happy to put in all your time and effort to complete it. Now just think in which scenario you are more effective, in which scenario you are more efficient, and in which scenario do you feel the most fulfilled. I'm willing to bet that your answer to each of those questions is scenario 2. It likely won't come as a surprise that doing something for its own sake and for your own purposes is likely to be more fulfilling, enjoyable, and successful than doing something to meet external standards or to please others. The feeling described in scenario 2 is that of being self motivated. Let's learn more about self motivation and why it is the most effective kind of motivation. Previously, we explored a basic example of self motivation, but here's a brief and clear definition of the concept. So, self motivation is, in its simplest form, the force that drives you to do things. It is the drive you have to work towards your goal, to put effort into self development, and to achieve personal fulfillment. It's important to note here that self motivation is generally driven by intrinsic motivation, a kind of motivation that comes from sincerely wanting to achieve and desiring the inherent rewards associated with it. Self motivation can also be driven by extrinsic motivation, the drive to achieve that comes from wanting the external rewards. It can be like money, power, status, or recognition. Although it's clear that intrinsic motivation is usually a more effective and fulfilling drive. Self motivation is easy to understand when you consider some examples that contrast it with other kinds of motivation. Consider this first example. A man who goes to work every day only as a means to pay the bills, keep his family off his back, and please his boss is not really self motivated. While a man who needs no external forces to make the trek into work every day and finds fulfillment in what he does is self motivated. Consider this second example. The student who only completes her homework because her parents remind her or nag her, or because they ground her when she fails to complete it, is not self motivated, but rather the student who completes her homework with no prodding because she just wants to learn and succeed in school is self motivated. Now try considering an example. The woman who only goes to the gym when her friends drag her there, or because just her doctor has said that she needs to exercise to get healthy, is not self motivated, but rather it's a woman who likes the way exercise make her feel and schedules her time at the gym whether or not anyone encourages her is self motivated. As you can see, self motivation is all about where your drive comes from. If your motivation comes from within and pushes you to achieve your own personal reasons, it can be considered self-motivation. If you are only motivated just to achieve standards set by someone else, and not for your own personal satisfaction, you're probably not self-motivated. It's possible to be self-motivated in some areas and not in others. Just consider this example. If the man from the first example is not really motivated to go to work but is sure to make time for his marathon training, he is not self-motivated when it comes to work, but might be self-motivated to run. So let's see importance of self-motivation. As you have likely already guessed, self-motivation is an important concept. While pleasing others and meeting external standards can certainly motivate us to get things done, such efforts aren't exactly labors of love. In other words, we can say doing things because we feel we have to do them or to gain some external reward is not enough in many cases. But it doesn't invoke the passion needed to drive innovation and excellence. It's fine to use external sources to motivate you in some area, but external motivation is less likely to leave you feeling personally fulfilled and finding deeper meaning in your life. Not only do we generally do better work when we are self-motivated, but we are also better able to cope up with stress and are simply happier when we are doing what we want to be doing. So guys, this was it. Hope you guys liked this video. If so, then don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family, which will really motivate me to get more such videos for you. Hoping to see your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates. Well, see you in the next video.